You think you're tired because you're getting old, or that you need more coffee, another energy drink, another supplement. You're wrong. You aren't tired. You're suffocating. Right now, as you listen to this, your cells are gasping for air. And I'm about to show you how to breathe them back to life in 3 minutes. It happens every single day, doesn't it? Around 2 in the afternoon, maybe 3. You're sitting there trying to focus, and it hits you like a wave. That heaviness. Your eyelids start to weigh 1,000 pounds. Your brain goes foggy. Words on the screen blur together. You read the same sentence 3 times and still don't know what it says. You reach for coffee. Your 3rd cup, maybe your 4th. It helps. For 20 minutes. Then you crash even harder. And it's not just the afternoons anymore, is it? You wake up tired. You push through the morning on willpower alone. By lunch, you're already running on fumes. Your battery used to last all day. Now it feels like it's draining twice as fast. Like someone poked holes in your tank and your energy is just leaking out. You think it's age. You think it's stress. You think it's just how life is now. But here's the truth. Your spark isn't fading. It's being smothered. And you're the one holding the pillow. The psychology and science. Let me explain what's really happening inside you right now. And this is going to change everything. You've been told your whole life that oxygen is the key to energy. Breathe deep, get more oxygen, feel more alive. Right? Wrong. Or at least incomplete. Here's what they don't teach you. Your blood is already 95 to 98% saturated with oxygen, right now. As you sit there feeling exhausted, your blood is full of fuel. The problem isn't getting oxygen into your blood. The problem is getting it out of your blood and into your cells. This is where it gets interesting. There's something called the Bohr effect. It's a mechanism discovered over a century ago, but nobody talks about it. Here's how it works. Oxygen binds to hemoglobin in your blood, tight, and it doesn't want to let go. The only thing that makes it let go is carbon dioxide, CO2, the waste product you've been told to get rid of. But CO2 isn't waste. It's the key. When CO2 levels rise in your blood, oxygen releases from hemoglobin and floods into your cells. Your mitochondria fire up. ATP production surges. Energy explodes. But when you breathe too shallowly, too rapidly, too unconsciously, which is what you do all day, you expel too much CO2, and the oxygen just sits there, in your blood, locked, unavailable, useless. You're drowning in oxygen you can't use. The ancient traditions understood this. They didn't know about the Bohr effect or hemoglobin, but they knew about prana, chi, life force. They knew that breath wasn't just about inhaling. It was about retention, building pressure, creating the conditions for energy to transfer from the subtle to the physical. Modern science just confirmed what the yogis knew 3,000 years ago. Breath isn't automatic. It's a tool, and you've been using it wrong. Think of your cells like a fire. Each one is a tiny flame burning fuel to create energy. Now, when a fire starts to die down, what does it need? Not more wood. The wood is already there. It needs air. It needs oxygen. But not just a gentle breeze. It needs the bellows. You know what bellows are? That tool blacksmiths use. They pump it, forcing air into the forge, and the fire roars back to life. The embers become flames. The heat intensifies. The metal glows. That's what we're about to do to your cells. We're going to use your lungs as bellows. We're going to fan the flames, and your energy is going to roar back. The 3-minute fire breath ritual. This is the fire breath ritual. 3 minutes, 3 phases, 1 goal. Oxygenate your cells at the deepest level and reset your entire system. You can do this sitting or standing. Personally, I prefer sitting. Spine straight, shoulders relaxed. If you've never done breathwork before, sit down. Some people get lightheaded the first time. That's normal. That's your body waking up. Phase 1, the bellows, 90 seconds. Close your eyes. Place one hand on your belly. You're going to breathe through your nose. Sharp inhale, sharp exhale. In and out. Fast and rhythmic. Like you're pumping a bicycle tire. But the power comes from your belly, not your chest. Inhale, your belly pushes out. Exhale, your belly pulls in. In, out. In, out. Keep the rhythm steady. About 1 breath per second. Maybe slightly faster. You're not gasping. You're not forcing. You're pumping. Rhythmic, mechanical, precise. Here's what's happening. You're hyperventilating on purpose. You're flooding your bloodstream with oxygen. You're also building up CO2 in your tissues. The magic happens in the balance. Keep going. 90 seconds. Your hands might start to tingle. That's normal. That's oxygen reaching places it hasn't reached in years. Your face might flush. You might feel heat rising in your core. Good. That's the fire. Keep pumping those bellows. 30 breaths. 40. 50. If you lose count, it doesn't matter. Just keep the rhythm. In, out. In, out. Fast, powerful, intentional. Phase 2, the hold, 60 seconds. Now, after your last exhale, stop. Empty your lungs completely. Push every last bit of air out. And hold. Don't breathe in, just hold. This is where most people panic. Your body is going to scream at you to breathe. Ignore it. You're not in danger. You're in control. What's happening right now is critical. Your CO2 levels are spiking. And that CO2 is unlocking oxygen from your blood like a key turning in a lock. Hold. 10 seconds. 20. Your diaphragm might spasm. That's the urge to breathe. Ride it out. 30 seconds. 40. Feel the pressure building. Your body is pressurizing, creating the conditions for a massive oxygen dump. If you absolutely have to breathe, breathe. But try to hold for at least 45 seconds. Work your way up to 60. The longer you hold, the more profound the effect. Phase 3, the release, 30 seconds. Now, when you can't hold any longer, inhale, slowly, deeply. Fill your lungs completely. Hold that inhale for 10 seconds, and then exhale. Slow, controlled, complete. Feel that. Feel the flood. Oxygen is rushing into your cells. Your mitochondria are firing. ATP is being generated at rates you haven't experienced in years. This is cellular respiration at full capacity. This is what energy actually feels like. Take 3 more breaths. Normal, calm, restorative. Let your body settle. Let the oxygen integrate. Open your eyes. Notice how you feel. Notice the clarity, the alertness, the tingling vitality in your fingertips. That's not adrenaline. That's not caffeine. That's your own biology doing what it was designed to do. 3 minutes. That's all it took. You just hacked your energy system. No pills, no stimulants, no external crutches. Just breath. Just you. And here's what's going to happen when you make this a habit. When you do this every day, preferably in the morning, but definitely when you feel that 2 p.m. crash coming, you're going to notice something. The crash doesn't come. Or if it does, it's a whisper instead of a sledgehammer. Your brain fog lifts. Not slowly, immediately. You'll be in the middle of a task, feeling that heaviness creep in, and you'll do 3 minutes of this, and boom. Crystal clear, sharp, present. Your mood stabilizes. Because energy isn't just physical. When your cells are starved, your mind suffers. Depression, anxiety, irritability, they all get worse when you're running on empty. Feed your cells and your psychology shifts. You sleep better. Seems counterintuitive, right? More energy means better sleep? Yes. Because you're not tired from exhaustion. You're tired from dysfunction. Fix the dysfunction, and your body knows when to be awake and when to rest. But here's the real gift. You stop being a slave to external energy sources. You don't need that 4th cup of coffee. You don't need energy drinks. You don't need to wait for motivation to strike. You are the generator. You are the source. You just needed to remember how to turn yourself on. The ancient masters knew this. They could sit in meditation for hours, completely alert, completely present, because they understood breath as technology. Modern science has just caught up, and now you have both, the wisdom and the mechanism. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, do this ritual every single day. Set a timer, 3 minutes. When you feel your energy dipping, when you feel that fog rolling in, don't reach for coffee. Reach for your breath. Pump those bellows. Wake up your cells. And if you're ready to commit to this, if you're ready to stop suffocating and start living, type infinite energy in the comments right now. Make that declaration. Because energy isn't something you find. It's something you create. You've been breathing your whole life, but you've never breathed like this. And once you do, everything changes. Your cells have been waiting. It's time to wake them up.